I'm going to show you how to do the orthographic projection drawing from home. If you don't have a T-square, you can set up a metal ruler on your desk, tape it nice and straight and really secure, and that way you can slide your triangles on the metal ruler and it will always give you a nice straight edge. Make sure it doesn't go under the ruler. It should be able to give you a nice straight edge, and you can do horizontal lines and vertical lines using both triangles this way. For your drawing, you're going to take a large piece of trace, at least 24 by 18, and you're going to secure it on your desk with drafting dots. Once your drawing is secured, you're going to use a 4H pencil. And you're going to divide your drawing with a grid like we went over in class. That is going to be 7 inches by 7 inches horizontally and 5 inches vertically. So you're going to make 9 rectangles that are 7 by 5. So measure your trace to make equal measurements of 7 inches horizontally and equal measurements vertically of 5 inches. And you can set up a border that works for you. Make sure it's nice and even. It's the same measurement on both sides. Once you've measured it, you're going to use your triangle to make sure your lines are nice and straight. You can stack 2 triangles like what you can see here when your triangle is not tall enough to draw a vertical line across the entire piece of paper. And here you can see I'm doing the horizontal line. You can turn your triangle in order to extend the horizontal line. And you're going to draw all the lines on the right side and then all the lines on the left side. Make sure you secure a triangle really well so your lines are always nice and straight. Now you're gonna measure your piece, your composition. You're gonna put that in the center rectangle and mark it just as a center a place to start from as you draw. You've taken measurements already of your piece, but if you haven't, you can measure it and write it down. So you're gonna start by doing your dominant volume. You're gonna draw that in its entirety. You're gonna measure and mark those measurements on the paper with your ruler, and then you're going to draw using your triangles. You're never going to be drawing lines using the ruler. So once you've done your dominant volume, take measurements of your other volumes and then draw those on the sheet. Remember, you're using a 4H pencil, so your lines should be nice and light. Here I'm going over it with a little bit of a darker pencil so it's easier for you to see what it is that I'm drawing. But you should be drawing with the 4H. Once you're done with your first view, your top view, you're going to draw horizontal projection lines across for the side views, for the right and the left. So all horizontal lines are going to be extended all across the paper, and all your vertical lines are going to extend all up and down your vertically to the top and the bottom of your trace. Once you're done with that, you can start, you're ready to do the side views. So you're going to do the left side first, and pretend that there's a ground right there to the far left of your paper, and so that's how you're going to be turning your piece. So now you don't have to measure anymore the horizontal dimensions of your piece. You're just going to measure the heights of each one of your volumes and use the projection lines for the horizontal dimensions. If you make a mistake, you can use the erasing shield to help you erase just the right place. And then you're going to be doing the right side the same way, right? You're gonna measure just the heights. You probably don't have to measure it again because now, if you wrote it down, you should know what they are. And you're going to draw that the same way you did for the left side. And next you're going to do your front side and the back side. So let's do the front side first. You're going to start with your dominant volume again. And again, you don't have to measure those horizontal dimensions. It's just the heights again, which you already know, probably by now, what they are. If you need some help figuring out what the views are, what they should be looking like, you can use the photographs you took of your pieces and use that as a guide to help you to see what it is that you're supposed to be drawing. And now you can see I'm doing the back view, and it looks like it's upside down, but it's basically just because, like we said, the ground is on the edges, the four edges of the paper, as if this drawing or this composition was in a glass box that has opened, all the sides have opened. So that's why it looks like it is upside down. But all of the drawings should be pretty much mirror images of each other. And the only thing is going to change is now your what the hidden volumes, the hidden parts of the volumes are going to be. But first you're going to draw with a darker pencil those elements that are independent in each view are going to be closest to you. Okay, so on the top view, for instance, I have that square tower-like is closest to me. So I'm going to make that darkest with a 4B, and I'm going to make the other volume a little bit lighter, not the lightest. I'm going to use the B pencil for that. And now for the edges that are hidden in the wedges or piercings, I'm going to use the erasing shield to draw a hidden line. So as you can see, for my side views, the lines of those volumes that are piercing through my main dominant volume are not showing because they're hidden inside the dominant volume, that edge, those edges. So I am going to draw a hidden line of those edges as they are going through that dominant volume. So you're going to be doing that and using the darker pencil for those volumes that are closest to you in each view. Like on my side views, the edge of the dominant volume is the closest to me, so that's going to be darkest. And as I'm showing here, the second volume, the tower, is the second closest to me, so that's a little bit lighter. And then you're going to continue doing that for the other drawings, the other views.